Sun Devil fans, you are a champion, not because you just won the Territorial Cup, but because you were with us on the house finale. He's Blaine McCormick, I'm Scotty Gange, and Blaine, the Devils go down to Tucson and have a comeback for the ages. So Manny Wilkins not the only Sun Devil leaving on a high note. As you saw it right there, N'Keal Harry is officially taking his talents to the pros, and it's a decision that I don't quite believe really surprises any of us. He's been a player that Sun Devil fans have gotten the opportunity to boast about, and well, they'll continue to do so, may I add. He's been a man that has represented the university in the best of ways, and with that, we cannot properly wish him a farewell without reliving his greatest moments as a Sun Devil. Let's start with number 5, Michigan State in town. Manny Wilkins throwing it up in the fourth quarter. Who else but N'Keal coming down with it? That tied the ball game at 13, and as you all may know, 16-13, Devils won it in week 2.
Scotty P
threw that down with one hand, and we're about to see one more one-hand action from N'Keal Harry. Ball up in the air, comes down with it. Call him Odell. N'Keal Harry caught it practically with 3 fingers on that one. It's so nice. Let's see it twice. Slow motion in the air, gets it with one hand, slides about 6 more yards. N'Keal Harry, number 1 on the field, and Arizona State fans, number 1 in your hearts. Now, this season has featured a flurry of memorable plays. Think Brandon Reese draining the game winner against Michigan State, N'Keal Harry taking the punt back in the Coliseum, or Eno Benjamin rushing for 10,000 yards against Oregon State. But this moment, this call, it trumps them all and requires no introduction. Braden Bell with the sound. On the field, the Devils have awed us with their immaculate play. But in the booth, our number of Blaze broadcasters have turned those flashes of flair into framed memories of excellence. And for that, gentlemen, we respect and thank you. And we're going to dive right in now to pros and cons. I've got the cons for today, and I'm going to say the almighty one of the day, the week, the month, the year, the century is N'Keal Harry is foregoing his senior year to enter the NFL draft.
Yeah.
Last year's offseason began with criticism, skepticism, and, well, pessimism too. Now, why the hell would you hire someone who hasn't coached a team in nearly a decade to run your program? The Herm hate was real and it was loud, but if these dozen games have showed us anything, it's that it certainly wasn't deserved.
After a of true freshmen.
New staff, young guns, and 7 wins is impressive. But take a look at those losses, and you'll find that the Devils never gave up at any point all year long. Arizona State was fortunate enough to have some pivotal leaders on their roster, but you have to know that Herm has brought out a new sense of competition to Tempe. It's a team that plays for something more than themselves, and one that brought an indescribable energy to the grass week in and week out.
When you look at the